Okay, this is the Commodore 64 disk drive. This was only a floppy disk and only had about 1 megabyte of information. Barely more than an 8-bit video game. But look at how big this was. Remember, this is not the computer. This was an add-on. This entire thing was the floppy disk drive. Look at how it looks next to the Sega Master System. It's much higher and longer than the Sega Master System. Look at that. That's a pretty big unit when all it could do was play floppy disks. And it sometimes would take 40 minutes to load a singular floppy disk. If I'm not mistaken, this was the most popular model too. This was not just a prototype or anything like that. Okay, now on to the Pong systems. Here's the Video Sports by Venture Electronics. There are probably about 3 or 4 units that look almost identical to this. I believe this is the most famous one though. Here's how this looks next to the Sega Master System. And now here's the granddaddy of all the, excuse me, I've got a terrible cold, really difficult, but here's the granddaddy of all the Magnavox Odyssey systems. This is the Odyssey 4000. This was the last one made before the Odyssey 2 cartridge-based system. And this is in mint condition too. This is how it looks next to the Sega Master System. Now here's the Tandy Computer 3. 128K, which is obviously a very small amount of memory. That would be less than Super Mario Bros. 2. And you can see that this one had no floppy disk drive on it. That was an add-on. So just goes to show you how little computers had to offer back then. Now here's the great Texas Instruments TI99. It's a really nice looking system. Small. It was very easy to use. The keyboards feel very nice, very strong. You can see this next to the Tandy computer. Now the great thing about this was that it had an expansion slot, and its add-on was a full-size tower, bigger than today's towers. I'm sorry, I'll have to show it at another time. It hooked on there, and then when you open up the tower, it has all these memory cards and memory cartridges, and so they were making an attempt to turn this into an actual modern-day computer. So, give them credit. Very well-built system. Sayonara.